Aries, welcome to I Am the Monad Tarot. Let's ring our bell, Aries. Thank you so much for choosing me and trusting me with your reading. I certainly hope and pray that all is well. Thank you for all your likes, your shares, your comments, your subscribes, Aries. Come on over, become a member here at I Am the Monad Tarot, where we have early access to videos as well as members only videos. Currently, I am conducting an 8-week course. I'm on the second week for the chakras and the healing of the chakras. They're for members only, which is at level 2 for $5.99 a month. If you're interested in taking the course, become a member. At the end of the session, you are no longer required, expected, nor obligated to stay a member here at I Am Monad Tarot, but I would love for you to. All right, Aries, we are going to start your reading with an angel number. Let's see what we have for Aries. Angel number for Aries. Look at this, Aries. 999. Self-love. The foundation of all love is self-love. The angels urge you to practice self-care and self-compassion, as this will lead to more fulfilling and harmonious relationships, Aries. All right. Let's practice that self-love first before we seek to love others. Okay. You know how they always say you can't love anybody else unless you love yourself. All right. Aries, I will be doing your reading from the Money Tarot. Be a nice three-way split, Aries. All right, Aries, let's get into it. It feels like somebody adores you, Aries. Like somebody is watching you, but it's more like the energy of watching out for you, okay? I am hearing something about manifesting things, but there's an energy of like they're watching over you, you know, trying to make sure or wanting to make sure that you're okay. And I feel like this is King of Swords, okay? I do feel like this person wants to say something to you, but they're holding back. They're not sure when to say it to you, you know, how to say it to you. I feel like they're not sure if you'll be receptive, okay, of whatever it is they want to share with you. I do feel like this person is, how would you say, they, like I said, they have an strong energy of not just watching you, but adoring you and watching over you, okay? An energy of feeling like they have to protect you. That's how they feel. Like, I have to protect Aries. I have to watch over Aries. I have to make sure Aries is okay. All right. I am hearing they're saying some things to you. So maybe telepathically, maybe this person has already been in contact with you and said some things to you. Okay, or maybe they're just kind of sitting there, you know, rehearsing what they want to say to you, like pretending like they're talking to you. Right. This person here, they may, wow, they like you. Okay, this person really likes you. Okay, I feel like there might have been a time when this person was in this Page of Wands energy toward you. Okay, and maybe just in general. Okay, I'm hearing kind of silly, defiant. Okay, maybe they wanted to have some kind, maybe they tried to bully you in some way, or wanted to have some kind of dominion over you, ownership, like they owned you or something. But I'm hearing like they're crawling out. They're crawling out of that energy. Okay, they don't want to be like that anymore towards you. All right. Let me see. This person has, I don't know what it is, what has changed in this person their energy, what has made them change, nor why. But I feel like they've had some time to contemplate some things. If there were people, or I don't know, maybe people who may have been saying things about you to this person, that might have been one reason they were in that energy. It has something to do with maybe their home environment, family, friends, okay, what they're used to, what their community, okay. And I feel like that's what the whole crawling thing is so funny, but I feel like they're, I'm not saying they've left that community, but what I feel is they've gotten away from that community or the words of that community, whatever was said about you, and they're like starting to think for themselves, okay? And I'm hearing they're starting to believe whatever that is. Maybe it'll come up as we go, but this person likes you and they want to be in a two of cups with you. I mean, I am hearing they adore you. I'm hearing they think you're sweet, they think you're popular, whatever that, whatever that means, okay? Popular amongst who, I don't know, but they think you're sweet, they think you're popular, they think you're fun, like you may have like a fun loving energy about you, and whatever else. But I'm hearing they want to experience it all. They want to experience it all with you. Oh, that's so sweet. But let's keep on going. All right, let's see here. Okay. Wow, look at this. I'm telling you. Okay, the Lover's upright. They may have looked at you at one point as I'm hearing like someone not very divine. So maybe whatever was being said to this person about you was, you know, just maybe some gossipy stuff. Okay, stuff that wasn't true, maybe negative, maybe that you were unclean, okay, an unclean spirit, an unclean vessel. Not exactly those words, of course, okay, but that you just weren't a clean person. Okay, maybe that you were kind of lascivious, maybe wild and out there. All right, that you just were not divine. Okay, I think that they might have said that you was, whorish, okay, out there, okay, that you were maybe a sad and miserable type of a person, okay, like who would want to be around you? You're sad, you're miserable, you're nobody, you're nothing, that type of thing. But I think that this person, what they have come to find is that you are a truth teller. You tell the truth. You speak truth. And I'm hearing you speak life and light. Okay. Like to the truth. Like you bring it, you make it alive. Okay. You don't just say any old thing. You don't let just any old thing come out your mouth. I'm hearing without it bearing some weight, some truth. And I feel like this person is like, they're looking at you like you're strong, like you are independent, like you don't need a flock of people, you don't need a lot of people around you to speak the truth and to speak your truth. And I think that's what they're seeing, that you live in your truth, and they like it, they adore it. I'm hearing, like I said, they adore you. See, whenever was said to this person about you before, maybe they didn't really pay attention to you, or maybe, if they did ever watch you, whatever these things were that was said to them, they looked at you through the lens of what was said to them about you, whatever kind of gossip there was about you. But I'm hearing they've changed. Okay, something, maybe whatever truth it is that you were speaking, or maybe the fact that you just endured in the face of being talked about, mistreated, if you even knew. And if you knew, it's like, well, this person is still being themselves. Still, whatever they're saying about this person hasn't changed. Okay, they're still themselves. Aries is still themselves, and I like it. And I feel like they probably I keep hearing spawn. I've heard that like twice, but they started to watch you, okay, and recognize and realize this person is like the truth. Okay, like you speak your truth, you're authentic. Okay, with who you are, you don't need to change for anybody nor anything. Okay, maybe, I don't know, maybe you might be different here to this person, or like, maybe like a breath of fresh air. Maybe they've never really encountered someone like you before. Okay, which could be a reason too why they may have thought you were a fake or something like that, or you were lying or something like that, again, based off of what other people were saying. And I mean lying about who you were, okay, how you carried yourself, how you conducted yourself. But the more they looked, it's like this person is the same. They haven't retreated. They haven't shown, I'm hearing from their energy, shown me any different, okay, than what they've always shown. Okay, and I'm here and I like it. This person is speaking their truth and they're living their truth. And I'm here and I want a piece of it. All right. All right, let's keep on going here. Yeah, I feel like wow. This person is wild though. Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with a little wild. It depends on, who you are, what you like, and what wild means. I just feel that they're, again, watching you're in your truth, you've endured a lot, you're independent, you take care of yourself. But I'm hearing something about you clash, maybe with their ideals, okay? And I'm hearing idealistic. This person is idealistic, like what they want out of life, what they favor, what they look at, what I don't know, what they deem necessary. You may clash with that, okay, in their mind, in their eyes, and you very well may, okay, and they may be kind of perplexed. You look like you rest well, again, you're living in your truth, you're living authentically you don't need to change, you don't need to be somebody else, someone other than who you are. But I feel like this person there's something about them, there's an energy there that is, well, they may have some sexual attraction to you, okay, which, that probably is normal. You understand what I'm saying? But I also feel like I'm not quite sure if they want to conquer you, because again, the whole thing of, okay, they see you for who you are, what you've dealt with in the face of adversity. This is what I'm hearing, and they like it. I keep hearing the word spawn, and I'm going to look it up because I keep hearing that. Okay, so I feel like it has some relevance here. But let me look that up real quick, Aries. Okay. The eggs of aquatic animals, fish, frogs, mollusks, the act of producing those eggs, or the rapid generation of something new. Produce, generate, create, bring forth, initiate, engender, yield, hatch, release. Eggs, offspring, product, progeny, brood, output. Derogatory, the villain was referred to as the spawn of evil. I don't know, what do they want here with you? I mean, they like you, but it's like, it's not so much a negative energy, it's just wild. Like a wild beast. Okay. Maybe you got this person in there, I don't know. What is that? In some kind of beastly energy. Okay. Like caveman or some shit like that, before supposedly before we became quote unquote civilized, if we did. But I think you understand what I'm saying. And I don't know, it may just be sexual, but I don't think so. Hold on. It's not just sexual, but it's like powerful. Like, I feel like you did something to this person. You awakening like some kind of energy in this person that's just like wild. And I just heard, and they want you to tame it. Okay. They want you to tame it, like control it. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Okay, I gotta tell you what I'm hearing. Okay, like beat it out of me. And I don't think necessarily physically beating. I'm not gonna say they don't want that. Okay, but we gonna keep it, kosher here. Maybe even because your truth and what they see in you and the authenticity is like, it's like I feel it. Like right here, it's like they want you to get down deep and pull that. Maybe it's something about their authenticity that they're maybe not living in. Maybe they're not living in their truth, in their authentic self. I mean, brash. It's like they want you to go in there, okay, and just pull it out of them. You know what I'm saying? Wow. And I'm here so that you react. They like the way you react. This person is really watching you. Okay. It's like this person with the Hermit card in reverse. They're not fully aware of themselves, fully knowledgeable of who they are. Okay. Or they haven't, that might be part of it, but also maybe like they haven't really done any inner work, ask the question, who am I? Okay. And lived authentically in that. And they want you to pull the truth out of them. It's like, tell me who I am. Wow. I mean, I feel like this person has to do this for themselves, but they seeing you the way that you are, they like it. And I mean, I'm really feeling it here. Okay. I'm hearing tame me, tame the beast. Okay, that's what they want. Wow. Okay. Not sure. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, they feel like you can control them and again tame them. Like there's some kind, I keep hearing boar, like a wild boar. Like they feel like they're some kind of beast or boar. Like a wild boar, and you got it. You like a wild horse or some shit. That they domesticated. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's all I got right now. They feel like you can do that. They want you to do that. Come in to me. Teach me, show me, control me, rule me, regulate me. Okay? It's like, I'm here like they feel like they need your energy, your power, your magnetism. They definitely see, now I don't know what you want to do with that. I'm just telling you, okay? They see you as abundant. This is strange. It's almost like, okay, when I say Beauty and the Beast, I don't mean the actual story. But the way this card is, it's interesting. Like, okay, how she has the basket full of the sustenance there. It's almost like this is playing out as maybe some kind of fiction. Would it be fiction? Yeah, fictional, maybe even fairy tale story where I'm seeing it, a woman, this man, instead of like the Beauty and the Beast where the beast became a man, right? And then I went, it's like this man becomes a beast here. And this woman I'm looking at on this card is bringing him sustenance, bringing him food, life. This is strange in a way. I mean, I don't know if anybody who watches this, I'm sure there are some people who are familiar with Bobby Hemmett, and he talked about this type of thing. I can't can't remember the lecture because there's 1,000 lectures with my okay, but he talked about, the beast, okay, that is like at the core of all of us, okay, and how sometimes it's energy between, people, the lovers and whatnot brings out the beast. You understand what I'm saying? That's what this is feeling like. And that's what I feel like this person here that likes you and adores you is tapping into. And they want you to tap in. Reach in there, I'm hearing, and pull it out of me. And I'm not sure if they want you to pull it out of them to rid them of it. I don't feel that. I feel like they want you to pull it out of them to experience, okay, what's they feel is at the core of who they are, okay? And it's like, I feel like this person looks at it like, if you do this, if you can do this for them, okay, it will help them to, like, look at this beast, okay, victory, that sword, victorious, like not that they'd be some wild beasts out there committing crimes and all of that kind of stuff, like, but no, like they could finally learn to be themselves, okay, and be who they truly are, okay. I'm here without letting man, or basically humanity, get in the way of their essence, the essence of themselves. But and see, they look at you like, if they've ever shown this aspect of themselves, however it plays out, I feel like they look at you like someone who would not be afraid of it, and someone who would not tell you, no, you can't be like that. You gotta go somewhere and sit down. Now, okay, this person may be a very conservative looking person. Well, I'm just gonna give an example. So it don't sound so too crazy. A very conservative looking person, but at the core of their being, they don't want to be that. They don't feel that. They don't resonate with that. But their outside world, okay, dictates that. So they follow suit. But when in reality, they may want long, wild hair and I don't know, torn shirts and and jewelry and bracelets and just wild and free. What some people may look at as wild and free, not so conservative. Okay, whereas they may be, really tight and something in them, this is just not who I am. I'm here, but I don't know how to release it. Okay, I don't know how to release the real me. And again, if they've grew up in an environment that dictated them be, conservative. I'm using this as an example, and how they dress and how they express themselves. If there ever was at some point out there kind of, touching upon what they truly feel, they might have been, what's the word? Fussed at maybe as a child, corrected, or that's not right. That's not how we act, or that's not how in this family, or whatever, or the people around him like, what are you doing? You understand what I'm saying? And so they just suppressed it and said, okay, I'll be what everyone else is. But they're looking at you here being authentically you, and they like it. And I don't know how you are. You understand what I'm saying? Whatever it is, you're being authentically you, and they want a taste of it. Okay, it's like, and what I feel like when I say they want a taste of it, what I mean is, they want a taste of what it is you experience. You're being authentically you. You may be completely opposite, or the way you express yourself. And the truth that they see, the authenticity they see, may be completely opposite of, I would just go with the example that I'm just using that as an example. I'm not saying that's it, the conservative thing or whatever. And you may be the exact opposite, but you're free in it. You flow freely in it. It's like you're not forcing it. The person can look at you and say they're not forcing it. That's simply who they are. I want to experience that. I want to taste that. And I feel like they're looking at you like you can help them bring that out, that their truth, whatever their truth is, bring it out And that you wouldn't judge them, you wouldn't fear them, you wouldn't, banish them, you wouldn't, correct them, and you're wrong and all of that. Okay, and that you would not be afraid of. It's like for you, they're looking at you thinking, that you would just say, just be who you are. Okay. What do you need to change for? What do you need to be someone else for? Why can't you just be yourself? They're looking at you being like that with them, and they want to taste it. They want to be around it, because I feel like this person has been around nothing but the types of energies that suppress who they authentically are. Okay, or have been told that that's not right, etc., etc., and they don't want that anymore. They want to be with you, Aries. Okay. All right. Now I'm seeing the Two of Cups. I don't know. I don't see that. That's all I see so far. I'm not, finished with the reading, but I'm not saying that they want marriage and a home and a family and all that. Okay, with you. I don't know at this point. Okay. And I don't even think it's so much a sexual thing. Okay, that's why I wasn't sure with the conquering you thing. Okay, it's not so much conquering. I ain't gonna even tell what I just heard. It's not even a sexual thing. It's like your world, your whole world, everything about you, around you. It's like they want to experience it. Like, how do you do that? How do you not care? How do you not do what is dictated, to you in your with the people around you, in your atmosphere, or et cetera, et cetera? How are you so free? Okay, and I'm here. I want to be free. This person wants to be free. They want to experience this freedom here. Okay, this person is not. They're not at peace, but I feel like the things that they want in life, well, they're not satisfied with what it is that they have. Okay, maybe I'm even hearing what it is that they've accomplished. Okay, the things that have been brought into their world and their realm, it hasn't brought them any kind of, internal happiness or joy, no peace. It's not abundant to them. Okay, it's like they're in the Ten of Cups in reverse, and I don't think this is about material things. In a sense, only in the sense that they may have material things. I don't know. They may have the things. They may have, prosperity, but with these two in reverse, they're not satisfied with it. It hasn't brought them any satisfaction, and it may not have brought them any satisfaction because it was what they have is not from a manifestation of their authenticity, of their truth. It's from a manifestation of, I'm hearing what they're not aligned with. Okay, so how could they be happy with it? How could they be satisfied with it? Okay. I think this person here, they may not even feel loved. They may feel like they're not loved or cared for. If they have any kind of inner childhood or childhood type of issues, I don't think they've ever really stopped to really deal with that or look at that, or it's not healed. Or maybe that is the time, because children will be who they are, that may be the time that this thing that's in them, this truth that's in them was outwardly expressed, and may have been, again, during that time period of their childhood, may have been, demeaned, or, what you doing, you can't be like that, why you acting like that, you understand what I'm saying? Okay, that's not how we act, or whatever the case. Okay, and as a child, they're just not understanding because they're just being themselves. Okay, and it wasn't may not have been acceptable, I'll put it like that. All right. Okay. See, there's a Queen of Wands in reverse here that may have brought some kind of judgment in this person's life. And I feel like I would imagine that this would be an important person to them, not just anybody. Maybe like a parental figure, mother, grandmother, caregiver of whatever sort, possibly a teacher, someone of significance during this childhood, that brought them judgment or was judgmental of them as they were. Okay. And it might have been kind of harsh about it. Yeah. So I feel because of that, they never really, who and whatever it was that this, I feel like this Queen of Wands in reverse saw in them, their authenticity and their truth, how they truly are. Again, it was suppressed by this person. You can't be like that. Okay. And I feel like this person just, okay, maybe after so many times, just buried it. I'll stop being that way. Never really, and it's kind of sad because it gives me a feeling of someone who never really grew. Okay, never really grew up. Maybe emotionally, okay, maybe mentally, but I feel so more so. Well, we got the Ace of Swords in reverse, so maybe mentally, but emotionally as well, because they could never explore the truth of themselves. Okay, they were always being judged. You can't do that. You can't be that. Okay. However, however it was done. Like I said, this was a childhood thing with the Six of Cups here in reverse. Wow, and I heard, and they've been wagging their tail ever since. Our dog, trying to please, oh Lord have mercy. I heard trying to please their master, trying to please this person or the dictates of the environment. Okay, which obviously this Queen of Wands in reverse was a part of. Right. I feel like every time this person may have wanted to do something different, maybe take a risk of some sort, or do something again that was different based off this environment that they were subject to or grew up in or whatever. They may, again, I feel like it was always, you can't do that. I feel like this person was often told what they can't do. You can't do that. You can't be that. And I feel like this happened to this person in their childhood, and they felt rejected, brought on a spirit of rejection, feeling rejected. And the only way that they felt they could be accepted again was to do, be something that they're not. And it might have even made them feel at the core of themselves, like, what's wrong with me? Like something's wrong with me. They were not allowed to be who they were. Okay. It made this person very guarded. Very guarded. Like, I don't want anybody, I don't want anything around me. Okay. I'm hearing to dictate to me my possibilities of life and living, whatever. I just feel like that's what I was hearing from their energy. I just feel like it made this person maybe kind of cold, maybe even a little heartless. Okay. Building up walls around them. I'm here, I will never be what anybody dictates to me or wants me to be again. I'm going to be myself. But the reality is this person has not been this, unless they're doing it off somewhere, hiding, in secret somewhere. But I don't feel like they ever have. Okay. Mm. Yeah, this person here, and I use the word conservative as an example. Okay, that example that I use when I'm talking about being conservative. This person is not a conventional person. Okay, they aspire to be different. Okay, I just feel like it's just whatever this beastly thing is in them. They may not be what's what is it? They may have an energy within them of being somewhat rebellious, going against the grain. Um, I can't think of the word I'm looking for right now, but I want to say it. So let me look it up to see if I can find it real quick. Yes, okay. A nonconformist, non-traditional. Okay, I think this person may be a part of who they are, or is who they are essentially. See, this person, and that may have been the thing that was suppressed in them. This person could have been, may have, because of that energy, maybe they were supposed to be some kind of, um I don't know, I'll just throw some ideas out there, like a leader to ushering in the new age. Okay, rebelling against the machine. You understand what I'm saying? That's keeping people bound, like a type of Morpheus type figure, from what was that movie? The Matrix. Something like that, maybe even possibly a politician, some kind of world leader of sorts. Okay, to make change. This person, I feel like maybe that was what they were designed to do. Okay, but it's like they were put in a situation and circumstance where they were the things that made them different. It may have, depending on, the background, the family, the culture, so on and so forth. As a child, it may have been looked at as being bad, or maybe being smart alecky at the mouth. You understand what I'm saying? This is the type of person, they may have asked a lot of questions in their youth. Okay, questioned everything. They might have done some things that, they could have gotten in trouble a lot in school. Maybe quote unquote talk back to the teachers. Okay, and it really depends on the time period. Okay, because nowadays I've been a substitute teacher. You can do whatever nowadays in schools. Okay, but I'm talking about it. I think this is an older person. I don't mean old, but older, like not like 20. Okay, possibly. Okay, but anyway, and it could have been looked at as you're talking back to the teacher, where this person may have just been, you know uh no, I'm confronting the issue, or I'm challenging the issue, not talking back to the teacher. I'm challenging the issue. But at a young age, they may not have been able to to reason it in that way, and understand that I'm challenging the issue. I'm not talking back to you personally. I'm not being disrespectful to you, and but yet and still go to the office. Yeah. Go to the principal's office. Okay. You're being suspended or whatever, and maybe this Queen of Wands in reverse figure is looking like, this child is always getting in trouble. They always got a mouth. Why can't they just act right? So on and so forth. Okay, when it wasn't even about that. Okay, the beastly aspect is not necessarily to just tear things down for the sake of tearing things down. No, yeah, tear things down, but that's the I'm hearing carnal nature, or the the raw response. Yes, tear it down, but the mature adult who has balance, same person, Now we're building it up. All right. Okay. But that needed to be cultivated. Okay. All right. Let's continue on here. Okay. I feel this person is still operating in a emotionally kind of stagnant place. It's something, the one or two of cups here with you, but I feel like they're in this Knight of Cups energy. Like they may feel like they don't know what love is. They don't know how to express that. I'm here. I just want to be with you. Okay. I just want to be with you. They're holding on to this idea of being with you. All right. They may be having some difficulties right now. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, here it is. I don't think they know how to express love. It's very like an immature type of a thing. But we have a Two of Cups. Oh well, we did have a Lover's card too. I forgot. Okay. Maybe emotionally stagnant in that area. Of course, I'm hearing that song. I want to know what love is. Y'all remember that? I want you to show me. This is what they want from you, Aries. And they see you as a star, honey. Okay. That's what they see in you. And I'm not saying a star, a superstar, or for the whole world. No, they're looking at you like you're their star. You bring the light. You open the way. See, you bring the light. You can go in there to the things that are hidden here. Okay. Man, they look. I don't know what this person's financial status is, but they look at themselves like poor compared to you. That this person could have a lot of money, maybe 6 figures, millionaire shit. I don't know. I make like 30,000 a year. That may be your attitude, but they look at you. They feel like compared to you that they are poor in spirit. Okay, in heart, mind, and soul, because they never got a chance to be free. And they know that you will know how to get in there and unlock the door, okay, to their abundance. This person is in a tower right now. I feel like thinking about you. And in this Ten of Swords here, they may feel betrayed by life, okay, or by others around them who simply just, they didn't know. All they were doing was what the traditions and the home environment, that the way they grew up. Okay, it wasn't to hurt nor destroy this person. They just did what they could. And then I think that this person feels weak here. But in you, let me see. Wow. They really feel, Aries, if that is some kind of destiny that this person actually does have to be some kind of world leader or make some kind of change in, the world as we're going into this new age and all of this kind of stuff, they really, really feel and believe in their heart that it can't be done without you, that they can't do it without you. Okay. Look, I see the Emperor card upright over here. They feel like they can't be this. They could never become this, okay, unless you were there by their side. Okay. Something about slow movement here. It's like they really feel like they like you could teach them. Like I say, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I'm not saying you broke, you don't have anything, but you may not have as much as this person on the financial front in terms of earthly wares, okay? But they want you to give them more. They want you to teach them. Okay? Because this person, they feel like they're not living in any kind of anything solid. Okay, no solid ground, no firm foundation. And I'm here and I know you can bless me. Lord have mercy, Aries. What you gonna do? I don't feel like this person has said anything to you as of yet. I think I said that at the beginning. Okay. They want to try to find a way. How can I speak to Aries? What can I say? How can I get to Aries? I don't know what the holdup is. Maybe they're afraid. Let me see if I can figure out. If they haven't said anything to Aries, why haven't they? Wait a minute. Well, for one, wait a minute. Let me see. I do feel like they will. It may take some time. I mean, doesn't mean you got to wait on this person. You know what I'm saying? You live your life. I don't know if you even know who this person is. I think they may fear that that you're going to reject them and what they have to say. Like you're not going to listen. Wow. And that this person would be really torn here. It's almost like they feel like their life depends on it. Okay. They think you're not going to listen to them. Okay, like you may look at them as though they're silly. Okay, like you ain't thinking about them really. Okay, you're not in your head about them. Okay, but they damn sure in their head about you. All right. But they stuck. They feel stuck. Okay. They want you to come towards them. I just heard it. When will Aries come towards me? All right. Why won't Aries speak to me? Why won't they talk to me? Why won't they tell me how they feel? You know, but they're looking at you. They're concentrating on you. But they feel like for whatever reason, they can't, at this point, they can't come to you. Okay, I am hearing in time. Doesn't mean you're going to wait for them. It doesn't mean that you have to. Okay, Inner Garden Oracle, precision. Learn from your mistakes. Try not to make them again, Aries. Y'all want me to get some names? Let me see if I can pick up a couple of names for Aries about who this may be, okay? I heard Eric. I heard Stephen. And Stephen and Stevens, okay? I'm hearing Gerald. And I'm kind of hearing in the back Geronimo. Okay, I don't know anybody out there named Geronimo. Is there anybody out there named Geronimo nowadays? Maybe there is. Okay, but that's what I heard. Okay, Dwight, Daryl, Darnell, Jason, Beatrice, Bianca, Valerie. I think though some of these names came up yesterday in the reading. I did. Taylor, Tiana, Daphne, Reginald. I'm hearing the name Butler, which may be a last name. Preston, Pierce. I'm hearing something about egg. Maybe somebody likes eggs. I don't know. Maybe somebody has egg on their face. I don't know. Someone might be in a fraternity. I heard the word fraternity. or fraternal order. Ace. Okay, that's all I got. That was cute. I like that reading. I certainly hope that resonated with some Aries. I ask that you all like, share, and subscribe. To those who have subscribed to my channel, thank you. If you have not, but you watch my videos, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, thumbs up, comment, come over, see what's happening here at I Am the Monad Tarot. You all have favor. Peace.